a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Go.
Back to throw. Sanders. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Shaquille Barrett. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Sanders on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Thomas, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And the Bengals scoring again to extend their lead. Now Jones. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 37 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Looking to throw. Sanders to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Come to my work. My 52.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Wilson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you. I got you. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Evans. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
Here's Sanders. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Tackles.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Sanders. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
14.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And Jennings has it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage. The 4th, they needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Sanders, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw is Sanders. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right.
Sanders operating from the gun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Check, 59. Hey, I'm coming. 12.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards before Mike. Here it comes. Let it go.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Buccaneers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. One up in this magic. Yeah. One up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.